is that you don't have people that are genuine. You don't have people that are genuine that are supporting real shit. Like that's facts, right? And so if I think in my head, and I'm using my third eye, my mind's eye, to say, where were they? You know, give them roses while they can smell them, right? But it's the same concept of being a part of a movement while the person that has that thought is alive, right? And show your support and fucking give breath to or new life, not even breath, but new life to that movement. But now you want to do it in hindsight. Get the fuck out of here. Trash. You're all trash. All you motherfuckers that came out after Nipsey Hussle died, and you're talking about like supporting his movement and oh, he was a great dude and all sort of bullshit. You fucking trash. All of y'all are fucking trash. And that's not coming from like any type of malcontent or me having a thought of what you should have done. It's what you didn't do, right? And what you didn't do is that you didn't stand up with this person for their movement that they thought, and which wasn't a bad idea because I wouldn't look back at what he was trying to do, for their thought of trying to heal all this bullshit that we've had to cause and effect, second and third order cause and effect on. And like that shit's funny. It's funny because people are like, oh man, just Nipsey was the shit. Oh, his music was. Who gives a fuck about the music if that's all you knew? Don't get me wrong, okay? So he may have put out good. I don't know. I don't think I've ever listened to any of the music he's ever put out. But if that's all you're talking about is his music, you're foul as fuck. Because you shouldn't be talking about his music. You should be talking about his message. And if you're not spreading his message, then you just missed the fucking point completely. Right? And so that's the way I look at it. So yeah, I think that people have a twisted aspect of what his vision was. So it is what it is. Right? And I will say this, that I am convinced that there was a social agenda behind it. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. This is my personal thought. There was a social agenda behind it, and that it's going to be something that comes out, and it will be not revolutionary, but it will come to fruition. And you guys are going to find out, and you're going to be like, oh, goddamn, that's what happened behind the whole Nipsey thing. I don't know. It's just me looking at the whole thing through my mind's eye, and it is what it is. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and just end it on that note for the whole Nipsey thing. But moving into another aspect of thought. How in the hell? So here in El Paso, I don't know how it is in other states that have homeless people, but it's funny how, like, I don't know, like, do homeless people have a weather app when they ain't supposed to be out, like, in the open? Or do they have a schedule with other people that's supposed to be working their block? Because it's funny because, like, when I go to work, you only see certain homeless people on certain days, and then when, like, the weather is bad, there are no homeless people, which I get because, I mean, what the fuck? Why would I want to be out there trying to get a couple pieces of change and the weather's bad? But I will say, like, between Monday, Wednesday are the same people, but Thursday, Saturday is like the same set of people. Like they're like in rotation. And these spots where I go to work, there's three different spots to where it rotates on that basis. And you won't see the other person impede the other person's ability to make some change, because they have, like, it has to be a process. It has to be. And it blew my mind. So they have a good hustle. They have a good hustle. So it's just, to me, I don't know, random. But okay. So yeah, I think we got to get our shit together because it's over. It's over. Then you have people that talk about like the economy and the ecological aspect of it. So the economy and the environment work hand in hand for our thought on what happens with the ecosystem, right? So global warming, it's in and of itself, it's something that's a terrifying concept, but it's so real. So real. Do your research, people. It's over. The world is over. But I think that people are scared to realize that or identify with the fact that it's over. Ain't nothing else you can do about it. It's a wrap. Right? So I would like to say, in my closing, because I'm going to digress, is that we got to get in tune to what's going on, what's happening. And if you don't do it, drink water, man. Lots of water. And not necessarily something that comes out of a bottle. But if you can filter that shit, filter it. Because if you don't, you're losing. If you're drinking it from a faucet, you might be a zombie here in about a year or two. Okay, well, maybe not in a year or two, but I don't trust that shit. Either way, I think for me, life is good. I can't complain. And that was definitely a moment of mental randomness from me. So again, it's Monday. It is Monday, and this has been a random podcast of Montel's Mondays, right? So I hope you guys love the podcast. If you have any suggestions or comments, please submit them to me, and we're going to go from there. So live and surprise, right in your eyes, Montel's Podcast Monday.